Hi lovelies! So this makeup look has been requested so many times and I thought I would give it to you guys. Give this video a like if you like to see more, or if you really like this video, and subscribe if you want to see more. I will leave you to it. And with that, I hope you enjoy the video. Bye! So as you can tell, I've already done my base. Here is my base tutorial if you are interested. Let's get started. Everyone asked me what eyeshadow I use. I haven't stopped using this. I'm still using it. I'm gonna put all the colors somewhere in the corner. I don't know which one. But I'm gonna get a brush like this, go in with the Muse shade. I'm just gonna bat that around. I'm getting as close to my eyebrow as possible. I'm just dabbing that around. And then for like my bottom, I'm going messy with it. So this is what I got going on. Wow. For my blending brush, I'm using this little puffy guy. I'm just gonna start blending that more towards up my eye. And you know what? If it looks crazy, good. That is the goal. Now I'm gonna soften it out like that. The same on the other side. And then for the bottom, I'm just kind of fluffing it out. Cool. I'm going back to this brush and I'm going in with Descend. I'm just gonna put that on the end, you know? Like that. Same thing with the other eye. I'm going back with my blending brush and I'm just gonna blend that into my crease. Is this my crease or is this my eyelid? I don't know names. I probably should know names at this point, but you know, one day I will. And once I'm satisfied with it looking like a mess, I'm going in with the darker brown. I'm not gonna do too much. I am also gonna add it a little bit on my lower eye. That was a little too much. Now I gotta match it. Hold on. It's okay, we look like a mess, but we're gonna blend it out. Do kind of the same thing they did with like the medium brown and just kind of blend it out. I'm doing kind of like a tapping motion where I'm just going like this. And then for the bottom, I'm just kind of like pulling my skin and just blending it like that. That's one eye. I still gotta do the other eye, of course. So, same few steps. And yeah, once you're done looking like a raccoon, guess what? It's highlight time! This is the highlighter I use. Now I'm gonna take a brush like this. And I usually like to start with just the tip in my nose really quick. So a little bit of a highlight there. And then for the bridge, very subtle. Very subtle. And then for my brow, I start to just add highlight powder. Just like that. Same thing with the other side. So yeah, just kind of like that. And then for the inner core of my eye, I like to do just kind of like that to blend it up more. So just swooping, getting as much product as the inner corner, and then spreading it out kind of like it's fading. Same thing with the other eye, of course. I usually put like 3, possibly 4 layers, just so I can really get that like intense brightness, you know? And then for my bottom, I try to connect it the best I can, and then I just kind of like blend it into the brown. Not too much, but kind of like that, so it kind of just looks like an ombre effect, you know? And just like that, it's looking crazy, but it's a trusted process, so you know? So you gotta stick with me, okay? Trust me. For highlight, I like this. We're gonna be using this for the highlight. This is the brush in question we are going to use. To start off, I like to go in with Party Light, and I like to put that at the tip of my nose, and then the bridge, of course. And just like that, I like to go into the brow bone and just start mixing it together. And then next, I like to go in with Golden Cheer and just re-highlight all the points that I just did, especially the brow bone. You see that wonderful color mix it just did? Like, I don't know if the camera will do it justice, but trust. Now we're gonna go in for the inner corners, and I use the most shiniest glitter I have in this palette. Same palette, by the way. And I'm using this kind of brush. And I'm just gonna like spread it on there and kind of just fade it into the lid. Kind of like that, you know? Same thing with the bottom, but I'm just gonna put it like halfway. Same with the other side, of course. And then now I'm gonna go in with the gold shade. This is the brush I will be using. I'm gonna tap that in there and I'm just gonna like spread it across my lid, just dab it around, and then I'm gonna start like doing like a streaking motion around my lid, going kind of like up and across so it looks well blended together, you know? Same with this one too. And then for the bottom, I'm just kind of blending these together and just, yeah. I try not to put too much on, but sometimes it happens, and you know what? I'm just gonna rock with it. I don't really care. For my eyeliner, we're gonna start with this. So I just kind of like put it on my waterline. Same with the other side. And now my waterline is black. We're gonna do eyeliner now. So I accidentally forgot to record this part. So I did one eye, so I'm gonna show you the other eye. The other one's a little thick. We're not gonna talk about it. But this time I'm gonna try not to talk and you're just gonna see what I'm doing. Now we're gonna hope that they're matching. Wait, they're matching. Yo! Usually I try to make this as thin as possible. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. It's just whatever works, man. Whatever happens, happens. I just kind of let it happen at this point. So next we're gonna get more into the glitter. This is the glitter I use. I'm gonna be using a brush like this. And unfortunately, I am running out of this shade. I'm gonna get some more soon, but I really like this shade. As you can see, I use it very, very often. And then I'm just gonna do some on the bottom. And then that's what it looks like with one eye. It's very subtle. And then for the other eye, I'm gonna do the same thing. This is what it looks like up close. And then same palette, I'm going back with this brush. I'm gonna go in with this gold shade. I'm just gonna dab it around. I try not to get as much. I just dab it around. And then I just dab it around my eye first, and then I start like streaking it. And then for downstairs, I'm just adding a little on my brush, and then just like that. And then up close, this is what it looks like. I'm gonna start curling my lashes now. Then next, I'm using this mascara. When I first bought this mascara, I didn't know it was like a brown, but I think it kind of like turns into a black after like, I don't know. It blends in after it's been like on my eyelash for a while. Eyelashes. I might be delusional and maybe it doesn't do that, but I don't know. I like to get like at least 2 coats in. For my bottom lash, I like to do like 3 coats. Then I like to go in with this Maybelline mascara. And I just like to coat my lashes just in case. This thing is like pretty empty at this point. I don't think anything is in here anymore, but I just like this wand to kind of just like spread out more of the mascara to my other lashes, if that makes sense, you know? And then once my somewhat face is done, I'm gonna spray it with this airbrush spray. This is the brand. So I'm gonna mention this somewhere in my base tutorial, but spray this before you start doing your makeup. Like, do skincare and then spray this before, and then wait a few minutes and then start doing your makeup, and then spray this after. My base does not move. I want to do a video where it's already humid out because it's summer right now, and this thing doesn't move. It doesn't move. So I do want to showcase that at some point. I will. I am just insanely busy, so it might take a minute. I'm sorry. But that's my luck with this. I liked it when I used it just once, and then I I read the description and I was like, oh, spray before. Oh, and I did it, and my base did not move. I am now gonna use this for cons and just in general. I love it. I like to do like that, and then just a lot, right? And then I have this like mini fan, and just I love this fan so much. I think I got it like Five Below or the dollar store. I'm not too sure where I got it from, but this is my holy grail and I love it so much. The last concert I went to with a friend, because she wanted me to go because she didn't have anyone else to go with. And I brought this little fan with me, and it was very helpful, even in the heat. I thought it was just gonna blow like hot air because it was already really humid out and we had to wait outside in line. It actually didn't, which I was really surprised about. And we went to Canada. Yeah, that was fun. What a fun little night. And now that my base is done, I'm gonna do my lashes. This is the lash glue I like to use. These are my lashes. I get them on Amazon. I really like them. I like to do it a little more forward away from my lash, and then a little away just in case. Actually, you're gonna see the reasoning here in just a moment. So I like to go a little farther than my actual lash line, right? I just kind of, that's too far. That's actually way too far. Hold on, I lied. Hold on. Not like insanely far, you know? So kind of like that is how I like to apply my lashes. So I'm gonna wait till this dries and do my other lash. So my lashes are gluing down a little bit, but we're gonna start with lips now. I always like to start with chapstick at the beginning of my makeup, because the longer that your lips are chapped, the longer your lipstick will stay. I'm gonna be using the NYX, what color are you? Oh, you don't have a color. Dark brown. I'm gonna start by just lowering my bottom, and then for my top lining. And then sometimes I like to leave my Cupid's bow, sometimes I like to overline it. And then that's what it looks like so far. I like to take this lipstick, this one right here. The color is CML. Oh, it's nude. Never mind. And I'll make like a popping like motion. And now I'll go back in with that brown and just fix it up a little. And then for the shimmer, I like to go in with this holographic. Okay, I'm gonna do some final touches and I shall be back. And voila! This is the final look. I hope you enjoyed the video and thank you for watching. If you haven't already, you should subscribe and give this video a like. It would mean a lot and I'd appreciate it. Yeah. If you like horror, you should check out my ARG. Hopefully by the time this video is uploaded, there's another video on there. Sorry, it's been a minute. I dislocated my leg and yeah, I couldn't film for like a couple of months, but it's okay. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and you know what? I love you. Thank you for making it to the end of this video and just vibing and hanging out. It means a lot. So yeah, bye. Have a good one.